Hello everyone, PinkMina666 here, and unfortunately, I have to record and it looks like 4x3, because I can't use this camera. It doesn't work. Actually, it might even centered, but I don't even care. I'm not a professional. I never claimed to be professional. This is an analysis video, and I'm going to start these for whenever I find something interesting to talk about. I did watch Rody Dash's reaction to this. I saw something I didn't see before. Now, what is that? It's that scene at the end of the movie where Twilight saves Tempest from being sucked into the tornado. The small little details that you normally wouldn't notice, but watching the show as long as we have, it's been about 8 years, we've taught our eyes to look every little detail. I was so, since I've seen the movie 5,000 times already, I wasn't focusing so much on the plot. I was just kind of looking at stuff, and since Tempest is my favorite character in the movie, I was focusing on her quite a lot. And there's something that I noticed that I wanted to do a video about. Throughout the entire movie, we've seen that she has those serious eyes, right? They're always narrow, and even when she's yelling at her sidekick, those eyes are still pretty narrow. When she's confronting the pirates, her eyes are still really narrow because she's on a mission. She has to do her job, and she gets her horn back. We all know at the end of the movie, the Storm King does not deliver. You can see in the animation they did for Tempest, like, she's breaking down. Like her one hope of completing herself is out the window. It's gone. Hope for her horn. She has to learn to live without it, and it breaks her. You can see it in her eyes, because her eyes are like wide the entire time. But that's not the detail I wanted to mention. That's just a precursor to the detail I want to talk about. The really cool thing is she's trying to grab on to the railing. You can see her horn spark. Now, we all know that she can't use magic, as well as a unicorn with a horn, because it's all smacks, it's crazy. We see it at the end of the movie. She can do some pretty sick fireworks, and she can fry people, but she can't, levitate, teleport, or do anything of, like, actual use, really. So, when she lets go of the railing, because she lost her grip, her horn has this huge spark, like she's trying to use her magic to either teleport herself to safety or grab onto something. Like, it's a sign of desperation. She thinks she's gonna die, and you can see her horn spark a few times, like she's trying desperately to use it to save her life. And of course, Twilight grabs her at the last possible second, because Twilight herself doesn't have any magic of her own right now, so she has to physically grab onto her. And even while she's grabbing onto her, Tempest still is in a state of shock. She doesn't know what's going on. She doesn't, I guess, trust Twilight, because her horn is still lit. Towards the end of this, when Twilight is calming her down, telling her that, like, this is what friends do. Friends help each other. You can see Tempest's horn slowly start to fade away. As in, the magic, she stops using her magic. And it's a sign that she's learning to trust Twilight. She's no longer trying to grab on and save herself. She's letting someone else save her. And I thought that was a really neat detail they didn't have to do. But if you watch her horn the entire scene, you can see that as like essentially a representation of her emotion. She's learning to trust someone else, and it's the first time she's ever really had to do so. She only put her faith in the Storm King to get her horn back. She probably didn't. She hated him, obviously, throughout the entire movie. She's kind of like scoffing behind his back. But that one moment, she finally learns to trust someone. You can see it in just the magic of the horn. There's no words from her. It's just the magic in the horn. Fantastic detail, and I just felt like I needed to point that out for those that didn't notice it. But now that you have seen this video, let me know in the comments. Did you notice this before? Did you not notice this before? If you didn't, let me know what you thought of it down in the comments. And thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in whatever else I do. Bye-bye.